GTA Online began as a pure chaos sandbox of heists, drifts, and criminal fantasy, but something else emerged beneath all this chaos. A new economy rose quietly, shaped by rarity, flexing, and digital clout. It wasn't just planned, it wasn't officially supported, and yet it mirrored the world of NFTs before the gaming industry even knew it wanted them. Hello everyone and welcome to another video. My name's Bishop and I'll be your host for the story of GTA Online's accidental NFT market and how Los Santos became a test bed for digital scarcity. You're listening to Signal Lost. Now, back in 2013, GTA Online's launch felt like a new frontier. Players wanted fast cars, guns, and status, but money was sort of tight. The economy was built on shark cards and grind-heavy missions. But gamers are creative, and the first wave of digital hustling was born. Now, early trades were simple. You get car sales and cash drops. Players would meet in alleys, sell modded cars, or drop bags of dirty cash. This created an early trust economy. Word of mouth, deals, and reputation mattered. Even before any official marketplace, the thrill of trading a rare car or passing along a hidden mod felt like treasure hunting. This was the spark of something so much bigger. Now, status in GTA Online is about standing out. A shining T20 is kind of cool, but a T20 in a deleted livery or a pure white modded paint, now that's power. And by 2014-2015, players discovered that certain items were effectively unique. Now, here's some examples of some early prestige flexes. The untold license plate, a single-player relic, untradeable by normal means, pure black or pure white paint jobs, F1 wheels on non-F1 vehicles, removed logo clothing or glitch-locked accessories. Now, each of those became a status signal. You couldn't buy them at ammunition or pennies or something. You had to know someone or pay someone to get them. And this scarcity turned garages into galleries. Players flaunted vehicles not for performance, but for exclusivity. In a way, GTA's community invented its own FT logic. Unique asset plus social flex equals perceived real-world value. Where there's demand, a supply will always follow. And by 2015, Discord servers became the black market hubs. Players weren't just trading in-game anymore, they were trading real money. Sellers cloned rare cars or modded accounts with high-ranked and exclusives. Buyers pay via PayPal, crypto, or gift cards to avoid detection, and delivery happened in invite-only lobbies, often at night, to dodge Rockstar's radar. Prices ranged from a few bucks to hundreds of dollars per account. Some dealers ran small empires, flipping digital cars like exotic imports, and this was the first real GTA digital gold rush. It was thrilling and somehow dangerous. No buyer protections, no official platform, and yet players poured in, fueled by clout and the thrill of owning the unobtainable. Now, at first, most of the community laughed it off because who would pay real money for a fake car? But as screenshots of garage full of exclusives starting to spread, attitudes kind of shifts and the flex culture kind of took over. Players posted montage videos, Discord invite-only showcases, and even fake auctions. This behavior wasn't unique to GTA because CSGO and Rust had similar skin markets, but Los Santos added that criminal flavor to it. Mini booms occurred after each new glitch or patch cycle. For example, a rare duplication exploit would create temporary surges of supply. Rockstar ban waves would nuke some accounts, driving scarcity up again, and communities whispered about last chance trades, hyping urgency. It was a cycle of hype, flex, wipe, repeat. And for some, the thrill wasn't even in using the items, it was just the owning a piece of the forbidden. Now, by 2016-17-ish, the shadow market was in full swing. Entire Discord servers were dedicated to buying and selling rare GTA assets. Some users built reputations like digital mob bosses. The unspoken rules were: never talk trades in the public lobbies, avoid linking your gamertag to your Discord, and trust screenshots and middlemen or get scammed. The risks were constant, so there was fake sellers, ghost cars that vanished under a session or after a session, buyers paying for modded accounts that were banned a week later, and yet the thrill drove players deeper. So some YouTubers even hinted at their exclusive garage, creating FOMO. This fear of missing out, Rockstar largely stayed silent about, occasionally wiping accounts but never fully killing the scene. Now, by 2020, NFTs had gone mainstream outside gaming, and suddenly players started connecting the dots. Unique GTA items behave like NFTs. They had scarcity, social clout, and real-world cash value, and ownership was informal, but the effect was the same. Now, online discussions compared GTA's black market to OpenSea and other NFT platforms, and the only difference was that there was no blockchain, just trust and screenshots. And this realization elevated the underground scene because collectors started curating digital portfolios. Some accounts were treated like investments, with garages as galleries. Players realized that they were living through a gaming microcosm of the NFT boom, like years before Rockstar would even acknowledge crypto. Now, once real money enters the equation, stakes change. Some players reported making thousands flipping digital cars and modded accounts. Others lost money to scams or full account wipes. This was no longer just a game. It was a community-driven economy with winners and losers. Like the wild NFT market outside, fortunes were made and lost in Los Santos garages. And Rockstar's lack of official infrastructure kept it all in a sort of gray zone. The black market thrived, the culture deepened, and the first seeds of a lasting digital economy were planted. Now, every black market needs a meeting place. And by 2016, GTA Online's secret economy had three core hubs: private Discord servers, which were invite-only, often with vetting or buy-ins; specialized forums like 7’s and hidden subreddits; and direct DMs and social media flips. Discord became the ultimate hub. Servers often add ranks, reputation systems, middlemen to handle trades. Some even had bot-run escrow systems where buyers would deposit gift cards or crypto. Sort of a digital handshake sealed with trust or betrayal. And buyers scrolled listings like a virtual car dealership. Rare modded cars with F1 wheels, deleted liveries and unobtainable clothing, full accounts with every heist unlocked and max rank. And always the warning: no refunds, no whining, screenshot your proof. At the heart of the shadow economy were the modders. They were the miners, the forgers, the ones creating all this digital gold. And roles in the ecosystem were: modders, inject rare cars, outfits, and plates into the game; dealers, they will flip accounts, cars, and services to end buyers; collectors, hoard exclusives and occasionally trade or resell; and middlemen provide reputation-backed escrow for safer trades. A trusted middleman was as valuable as a black market banker. Some charge a 10% fee, holding payment until the buyer confirmed delivery, a small price to avoid losing hundreds to a ghost seller. Now, modders also drove innovation. Every new patch, they'd find new ways to duplicate, inject, or unlock items. Some even offered subscription services like monthly fees for access to rotating rare stock. Now, this wasn't monopoly money anymore. By 2017, the GTA black market had clear financial pipelines. PayPal friends and family, which was risky, irreversible if scammed; gift cards, Amazon, Xbox, PlayStation, Google Play, because they were easy to launder; cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and Ethereum for big trades and anonymity; and Cash App, Vimeo, used but higher risk of real identity exposure. A $10 rare car sale could turn into a $500 account flip after a chain of trades. Top tier collections with 30 plus exclusives could fetch about 1,000 in the right circles. Some sellers went global, advertising on Instagram with blurred gamer tags. Others stayed strictly in Discord, moving volume like digital smugglers. And the market ran 24/7, a constant hum beneath Rockstar's radar. Now, where there's money, crime follows, even in a crime simulator. So scams were rampant. Ghost cars, these were vehicles that disappeared after one session. Recalled accounts, sellers reclaim accounts after payment. There was chargebacks, buyers reversing PayPal payments post-delivery, and middleman impersonation, so fake profiles posing as trusted brokers. The cleverest scammers laundered their earnings. They'd convert gift cards to crypto, then to real-world goods, and some sold accounts got paid and used burner consoles or VPNs to avoid tracing. In rare cases, these trades bled into real criminal investigations, particularly when hacked accounts or credit card fraud got involved. Now, to illustrate this ecosystem, let's walk through a common 2018 black market trade. Modder X creates a unique modded vehicle with an unreleased livery. Dealer Y screenshots it and lists it in a Discord server for, let's say, $50. Collector Z pays $50 in Bitcoin to the middleman. Car is delivered in a private lobby, screenshot proof exchanged. Dealer cashes out to PayPal via crypto exchange, and collector Z now flexes the car on social media, increasing its perceived value. Every step mirrored a real-world gray economy, just wrapped in Los Santos. Now, participation wasn't just about the money, it was about belonging. Owning a forbidden car or an outfit meant you were part of an exclusive club. Now, this subculture spawned memes, highlight videos, and entire YouTube subgenres. Garage tours showcasing full collections of illegal vehicles, rare car hunts chasing rumors of unobtainable spawns, and flex montages, music-backed edits of forbidden garages. The thrill of risk amplified the social flex. Scamming someone or evading a ban became part of the outlaw prestige. But this culture also poisoned trust. Every deal carried tension. Would the car stick? Would the account vanish? Would Rockstar finally lower the hammer? Through all this, Rockstar remained a ghostly observer. Occasionally ban waves wiped obvious cheaters, but the market survived, and it was clear the company knew, but full eradication would nuke loyal players. Instead, Rockstar allowed the shadow economy to self-police. As long as activity stayed underground, the studio had plausible deniability. And I think this fueled this GTA black market in some way. Players whispered if they really wanted to stop us, they could. And maybe that was the point. So, I don't know, chaos sells, I guess. This is the world beneath Los Santos, a fully functional digital underworld, real cash, real risk, and social capital traded in pixels. Now, I want to focus a little bit on the human side. The garage doors are open, and behind them we find two types of players, the winners and the scammed. Some players turned their garages into rent money, and others lost it all to ghosts, bans, and betrayal. And through it all, Rockstar maintained its famous silence. Now, every economy creates winners. In GTA Online, these were the players who saw opportunity before anyone else. They weren't always modders, some were just hustlers with really good timing. You have the garage curators, collectors who assembled legendary rare vehicle lineups, some account flippers, players who bought low or sold high their accounts and climbed reputation ladders, crypto converters, early adopters who accepted Bitcoins and Ethereum for anonymity and profit. Now, these winners treated GTA like an investment, and they weren't grinding Cayo Perico, they were grinding the market. And some walked away with profits bigger than most in-game heists. Now, for every success story, there were about 10 scams, and the GTA black market was a shark tank, and not everyone survived. Collector Z paid $250 for a full modded account in 2020. He showcased it on Instagram, and within 2 weeks, the account was reclaimed by the original owner. Zed had no recourse, no refund, and no way to confront the scammer. He was left with screenshots of a garage he no longer owned. Now, these stories were everywhere, whispered in Discord DMs and shared as cautionary tales. The rule of the underground: trust no one. Now, through it all, Rockstar never fully addressed the market. The official stance has always been simple: exploits, modding, and account sales violate the terms of service. Yet, enforcement was selective. Big ban waves hit after high-profile exploits, but the underground persisted. Why? Because a total purge might hurt engagement. Rockstar benefits indirectly from the culture of rarity. Players log in to show off rare garages. Flexing drives fear of missing out and keeps the community alive, and even banned players sometimes repurchase shark cards or new accounts. Now, why risk it all for pixels? Scarcity and social media validation are powerful motivators. Rare cars and outfits become status symbols, and status is addictive. Players justify trades with mental math. If I can make one big flip, I cover the cost of 3 scams. Others saw it as rebellion, sticking it to Rockstar's grind-heavy shark card system. Now, the psychology mirrors NFT culture perfectly. If you think about it, exclusivity fuels desire, risk creates adrenaline, and flexing becomes currency. And like the crypto boom, most players lost more than they gained. Now here's a mini timeline of infamy. 2013 to 2014, early car and cash drops, tiny forum trades. 2015 to 16, modded cars and outfits explode in demand. 17 to 18, Discord servers dominate, real money trades peak. 19 to 20, scams rise, Instagram and YouTube flex culture grows. 2022, Rockstar bans NFTs, crypto on RP servers, reaffirming anti-RMT stance. And 2023 onward, market still exists, smaller and riskier than ever. Each stage saw players cash out and players burned. Now the party is over. The smoke's cleared, the JPEGs are delisted, but the question still lingers: what now? If you ask the blockchain true believers, it's only just begun. If you ask Rockstar, well, they're still not picking up the phone. But the world doesn't wait, and with GTA 6 looming on the horizon, the idea of digital ownership in Los Santos is more relevant than ever. So let's talk about it. Not where we've been, but where we might be going. On paper, Rockstar has every reason to embrace digital ownership. There's millions of players already treat GTA cars like prized possessions. RP communities trade assets off-platform all the time, and digital fashion vehicles and properties are already a virtual economy. And yet, total silence. Why? Because legitimizing digital ownership means giving players actual rights. Rights to sell, rights to trade, rights to own, not just lease through a terms of service. And that's a terrifying proposition to a company that makes billions off of control scarcity. So in other words, letting you own your car means they can't resell you the same car with new headlights in the next update. So don't expect Rockstar to go full NFT anytime soon. But that doesn't mean we won't see change. So what is more likely? I would say Rockstar embracing a form of persistent digital identity, something like cross-game characters or cosmetics tied to special editions, pre-orders, or social milestones. I would think less NFT speculation and more Fortnite locker room, a place to flex digital status without worrying about blockchain backend. That's still ownership, it's just curated, sandboxed, and monetized Rockstar way. Still, it's a step, and if players can build deeper attachment to their version of Los Santos or Leonida in the future, I think Rockstar will always win. But here's the problem: even if Rockstar says no to NFTs, the streets will say yes, because for as long as there's high-value cosmetic content, no way to transfer or sell legitimately, and players looking to make a name, a book, or a YouTube video, then the black market will return. It will be Discord servers, subreddits, shady websites, middlemen, mods, you name it, and it'll happen with or without the blockchain and with or without Rockstar's consent. Why? Because desire doesn't care about legality, and because in GTA, Ownership isn't about possession, it's about status. So if Rockstar doesn't provide the tools, the community will build them again, just like they always do. Now, here's the compromise some devs are already making: no blockchain, no ownership in the legal sense, but yes, the limited platform bound resale and trade. Epic Games and Valve have toyed with this for years. Why not Rockstar? Imagine selling that rare GTA jacket on the Rockstar launcher, or trading a custom license plate or Yeti t-shirt from a 2023 event, or owning a car skin that's really yours and leased within their wallet garden. It's not Web3, it's Web 2.5, I know. It's a bit controlled, curated, but I still think it's profitable. And if anything changes, I think it'll probably be this. Still, let's speculate. What if GTA 6 launches with true blockchain integration? That will be crazy. Imagine server validated ownership, limited digital goods, player-to-player resale, a Rockstar-backed virtual title deed system. I think it will be revolutionary and super risky, because if you let players profit outside your economy, you lose control. And suddenly, a glitch isn't just annoying, it's a financial disaster. A dupe bug becomes a lawsuit, a hacked account, a Grand Theft Actual auto. It's not just a game anymore, it's liability. That's why for now, Rockstar will stay cautious. But hey, we've seen stranger things in Los Santos. So where does that leave us? Somewhere between a dream and a hustle, I think. A place where virtual identities matter, but the rights that come with them don't. Where a decade of GTA Online has proven we care about our cars, our clothes, and our memories, but we still can't touch them, sell them, or own them. At least not really. And as long as that gap exists, there'll always be something trying to bridge it. Through mods, through Discord, ghost servers, Reddits, blockchain dreams. The market isn't dead, it just went quiet. And someday, I'd say it'll come back again. Thanks for riding shotgun. Bish signing out.